made the world turn. What happened to me? It's not exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream.
How y'all doing, baby? It is Sunday. It's not the end of the freaking world. Still, some of us are acting like it is. It's not, baby. The sun will come out tomorrow and all that good shit. But today is Sunday, baby. And it's time for another Blue Dot family meeting. And, of course, John forgot to do the thing with the thing. Oh, come on. Don't argue with me. Because Kay Fitzgerald was the first one to jump in, followed by Dorothy Tyndall and Bunny Griffin. Thank you very much, darling. Franca Sailor. Franca Sailor. I'm sorry. Roger Hamilwright. Irene Lambert. Thank you, baby, for everything you do. I love you, baby. Trudy Baxter is here. Bart Larson, Annette Serrano. David Ritchie is here. Let me see. Jeanette Miller and Jacob. Tamara Harrington, baby. I see you both, baby. I see you both. Bruce Preston, Hudson Kerr, Penny Hartleman, Carol Lowe. Let me see here. Silly Bebo, all right, is with us. Kelly 1313, KSR 1313, is with us, and I'm glad. Anyway, let me jump on down here. Cobra Jet Cat, wait a minute, is with us. There it is. And Cam Research, I'm glad you're here. KY, thanks for being here, buddy. Always appreciate you. RVW King, looking good. Anyway, well, today's the last day, baby. The last day. Oh, we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but I do know the sun will come out and the roads will be open and the stores will be open and all that good shit. Of course, it's going to be cold as hell. So who wants to go out in the shit anyway? But, I didn't come in because it didn't have a, oh, well, let me catch that real quick because if I don't, it'll go away and I won't see it. Beth came in with a $1 donation. Beth, thank you very much for that. Seem to have a problem. It works. Anyway, forgot where I was. Well, it's the last day. We're all going to descend into chaos tomorrow. That's not going to happen, but a little bit of it will. He is immediately after his oath of office going to have a desk set up right over there off to the side there so he can jump right over there and start signing executive orders. And he is going to go nuts with them. And so we know what some of them are. We're all wondering what the rest of them are going to do. But he's going to do a lot of things on day one because he promised to do so. And he's already going to have to renege on a lot of shit he already said. So he's going to have to make some waves tomorrow. And so, yeah, hold on to your britches. I lost my thought. Miss Chick, how are you?
Cold.
How cold is it up there?
Well, it was 11 degrees when I woke up this morning.
11.
I don't think it got out of the teens today, so yeah.
Well, today
we'll probably be in the single digits overnight.
We got up to, I don't know, 48, 49 today. But tomorrow.
That's cold for you if that's the high.
Yes, that is. That's very cold for me. That's
That
extremely
means you
cold,
might
but
have
it's going to
dipped
get
into
down.
the
It's going to
30s.
get down
You
into
got to
the
watch your
20s.
pipes.
It's going to be
Oh,
down
the
in the
20s.
20s here. Yes, we're going to
You
have
got your
3
pipes
nights.
wrapped and your
Yep.
heat tape on?
Yep.
Okay.
As much as we can do, we're prepared. But yeah, I'm thinking about just shutting my water off and draining the pipes and, you know.
You know what we do here when it gets extremely cold? Now here, because of the way things are buried, usually it
Yeah.
has to get really cold. But we will leave our water running at what they call a pencil lead amount.
Right. Yeah.
A little stream, and that's supposed to help keep your pipes from freezing. Just keep on
Yeah.
a little
The problem
something,
with
something.
mine is my house is on stilts, so all of my piping is under the house. And it's got insulation on it and stuff, but that's not always a guarantee because I've had
Heat
incidents
wrapping
before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, howdy. But yeah, I'm not going to get near as cold as everybody north of me is going to be, you know.
No.
So.
And I think that, didn't I see that you might get some weather, so you might have to worry about a little bit of icing too.
We might have snow. There's
Oh,
a slight
actual
chance
snow as
that
opposed to ice.
Yeah. Well, just I'm imagining it wouldn't be too much snow, but yeah, they're predicting a little bit, the possibility, because there is showers in the area. But yeah, we're gonna have to watch for ice. It's gonna get down to like, I don't know, 26 one night or something like that. That's like, you know.
Yeah.
That's
We're getting
gonna be
anywhere
bad.
from 12 inches to 24 inches in the next 4-ish days here. So.
Oh man. Where's my
Normal.
normal? Yeah, I can't
Normal.
take that kind of normal. I can't take that kind of normal. It's 6 in the Chicago area, Tamara Harrington says. Damn. No. John just wouldn't go outside, period. Just wouldn't do it. Hey, let me thank Kay Allen, who came in with a $10 donation and said, "Stay strong, John." I am. With a blanket over me.
Stay warm, John.
Stay warm,
Strong.
John.
Stay warm.
Yeah. Oh, Kay's right in the heart of it. She's right in D.C., man. She's gonna, but
Yeah.
with the inauguration being moved inside, that just, it does. It puts the,
Yeah.
puts a cap
Things
on it for me.
We're a little less, I don't know, what's the word? A little less grandiose there this weekend than they were when he was first inaugurated.
Yeah.
But there was still a lot of people that showed up to protest, which is nice.
Yeah, there were some protesters there. Not enough.
It was all peaceful and well handled, and people got to do their thing and say their stuff and let their hearts be known. I don't know if you were aware, but there was a little bit of a boycott to the protest.
A boycott to the protest.
Yeah.
In what
Now,
manner?
originally it was the first time it happened. It was the Women's March, and with the pink hats and all of that.
Right.
And we did see some of those in the crowd, but there was a large coalition of Black women who said they were not going to protest in this march this time because they were upset at the 52% of white women who voted for Trump.
Well,
And
I'm a little pissed off at
blame
him
them at all. I'm pissed off too, right?
Yeah, I'm a little pissed off at him myself.
I am too.
It
But
is.
they're tired of holding up the country and trying to fight forward. They're exhausted and feels like they're not getting any help. And yeah, so there was a little bit of a protest to the protest, and I get that. I get it.
We've got to come up with a new strategy, baby.
We do.
Democratic Party, we do. We have to rethink everything.
We need a new
we've done.
Democratic Party. It's not working, guys. It's not working. We need something different.
No, if we allowed this to happen, then yeah, something's not right in our
And
politics.
I also have an idea for Monday. I mean, everybody's talking about boycotting, watching anything with the inauguration. But it's also Martin
What's
Luther
this?
King Day,
It is indeed.
correct?
It
It is indeed. And there are many movies that you could be watching all day long that celebrate Martin Luther King and his life, tell you about his life and his legacy, and do that instead. Do that.
Yeah.
Turn off any of the news, any of the social media. Just take a day
Well,
day
there's
break.
a large
Watch some
thing
good
going
movies.
on to boycott the inauguration tomorrow, meaning you can turn your TV. They want you to turn your TV on, but they want you to turn it to something like National Geographic or
Or a Martin Luther King type movie.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't have it on the inauguration, and that's what I plan on doing. Now I will be catching on the websites from news outlets. I'll be keeping tabs on what the hell's going on because John has
I
an
won't.
inquiring mind.
Yeah, I'm not even going to watch any of the news. I'm not giving them any.
Well,
no.
I might be required to comment on it.
I can wait until Tuesday.
Yeah, it's true. Hello, Dave.
Hello, family. Hello. One more day.
One more day, Dave. That's it.
Sanity.
We all
sanity
descend into
within
hell
the White
tomorrow.
House.
Yep.
Look,
the roads
I
will be
just want to
closed.
say it's sad.
No more groceries.
Joe Biden's presidency was overshadowed, sadly, for the whole 4 years by this fool making a lot of noise and drowning out Joe Biden's good work. And
don't forget that
makes me angry.
He declared his candidacy shortly after Biden took office. He immediately filed his candidacy for 2028.
He didn't. No, he didn't declare his candidacy for some 6 months or so because Merrick Garland had 6 months to charge him with crimes, but he waited till after he declared his candidacy. Now, I think that I don't want to go into Merrick Garland. He's half the fucking problem, and the other half of the problem was the no balls Democratic people that didn't fight for democracy. 91 million people voted, stayed home.
There's a problem.
Million voters stayed
There's
home.
a problem right there, but it can't be all laid at the Democrats' feet. We put up a hell of a good fight. Joe Biden had a hell of a good record to run on. Right at the end,
mate, I almost feel like
stepping out with 100 days
Trump
left and putting having Kamala run, although it would have been fantastic, it did. It impacted the race, and then you can't discount more than half of America being ate up with the dumbass. Who bought into his shit and his hate.
It looks like. And
you're going to see that tomorrow.
Trump was given this current presidency to make him happy because the world feared, or the America feared, his retribution if he didn't win. It was almost that easy because from being everything Kamala to being everything Trump in 24 hours and winning, no. It was almost like, we better let him have the presidency, otherwise we're never going to see the end of this. And that's what it feels like. I know it didn't happen that way, and I know I'm upsetting a few people, but I just got to say he won too easy for a criminal. That's all. He just won too easy. And as for California, I am so pissed, and Australia's pissed, and New Zealand's pissed, and everyone's pissed at this jerk attacking Gavin Newsom and the bullshit he's spreading about this smelt fish, which is not a thing. This water deal he didn't sign, it's not a thing. The other one was there's no firefighting aircraft. There's bullshit. There's plenty of firefighting aircraft flying around out there. Gavin Newsom is doing a hell of a
They're setting the
job.
stage, Dave, for putting conditions on aid. They're laying the groundwork, and they fill it full of bullshit.
Already.
Huh?
They're doing it now.
Yes, they're doing it now. They're laying the groundwork.
The condition will be if you don't have a Republican governor, you won't get aid. That's
basically what the condition will probably be. Yeah. If you don't have a Republican governor, we're not going to get aid. If you don't switch your tune.
California should succeed from America. That'll fuck Trump. That'll
Well, you know,
scare the
they have an
shit out of him.
invitation
They
from
said,
Canada, California,
I
Oregon,
know they
Washington. They
do.
all have an invitation from Canada to come join their side. You
They
know.
can come join us. We'll take them. We'll join up with them.
Yeah, I think
Jesus
we're all
Christ,
going to
that's a
hang
big- that's
together.
a-
We got to find a way through this shit. That's the deal, Dave. We can't
54
all run off.
fif-
We can't just turn our back and
$54
walk out.
billion. $54 billion California gives the Fed every year. 54 billion. And that's enough to support 4 or 5 red states.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and it's been that way. It's the blue states that support the red states. That's the way it's been in this country. You know, it's, go figure. They were sold a bill of goods, Dave. They were sold hatred on the heels of the daringness of this country electing a black man. That's where this
They
came
believed
from.
the lies. They believed lies that were
Sure.
obvious lies. That's what I can't get. They were obvious lies. The video is there, yet Trump was saying, no, that video is not true. Don't believe your eyes, and saying some other shit, and they believed him. I mean, this is
They're willing
stupidity
to
the nth degree.
they could give two shits, Dave. They
No,
could
they
give
couldn't.
two shits. You
These
know,
are the
because,
same people as they were, how long has it been now? 8 years? 9 years? These are the same
9,
idiots.
10 years.
Taking the same
I take
lies.
it, you know, if you ask me, I take it all the way back to when Obama was first elected. That's when you saw this
the
maggot
line
crowd,
started then, you're right.
yeah,
Yeah.
coming out of the
Yeah,
woodwork.
Trump. Once Trump started on
All the
Obama,
Yeah, there was
he
that.
got all the race. He got all the racists on his side. He gave them a bit of a free run, saying, yeah, you know, I'm racist. You can be racist too. So they all started attacking Obama. I mean, and Kid Rock the other day was attacking Michelle
Oh.
Obama as well. He insulted Michelle.
He's at the
He's at that
he's
rock
at his
bottom.
big
is
shit.
what he
Yeah,
is.
he's at the big shindig tonight for Trump. Kid Rock.
Yeah,
I think he's
yeah.
one of the big opening acts or some shit. I don't
But
know.
you just see,
I just
I
seen his
gotta
name
laugh,
up on
man.
the thing when they showed the picture on. Huh?
I've got to laugh at this. That Trump is going to appoint. I've got it written down here somewhere. What's his name? The 3 actors. That
Oh,
support
yes,
him.
ambassadors to Hollywood.
Oh, please.
Yeah, ambassadors to
Yeah,
Hollywood.
Sylvester
well, you know.
Stallone.
Yes,
Mel
Stallone
Gibson.
and Gibson
Yeah.
and the other creep.
What's
the other
the other
creep.
one? I can't recall the third one.
Yep. Yep.
But,
Ambassadors to Hollywood.
He's turning the White House into Hollywood. He's turning the White House into Fox Casting. That's what the White House is. Fox
No,
Casting.
that like that before though. The Democrats always had their Hollywood hang-arounders too.
Yeah, but not like Trump's
Hollywood
putting
has
in there.
always been a part of
Yeah.
our politics.
They've had a big influence for sure. Don't mind. They've had a big influence over
So
the White
the
House,
stars are
over
a little.
decisions.
Not James Wood. He wasn't the third one. John Voight. It was John Voight.
Voight,
Oh,
that's
John
him.
Voight.
Yep.
Hey, let me catch up here
He's
real
an
quick
ugly- he's
because
an ugly
Hudson
man.
Kerr came in with a $50 donation and said that sweater is so close to the dude, John. John, you are our dude.
It is.
Always will be. In shit, my Canadian butt is already freezing here in Michigan, and it's only getting colder this week.
The
But
dude
day by
of
day,
five.
stay warm, y'all. Plus, miss you, chick. Love you. Well, thank you, Hudson Kerr. I think this was a gift to me from Pauline Hall. And yeah, once I got it, it's like, I love this sweater. Keeps me warm, too. And H.H. Madison came in with 200 Danish krones and said, are you ladies and gents ready to become part of... Yes, yes. Glad you asked. Ready to become part of Denmark when we buy Texas? So start and learn Danish, not pastry. It's not that hard. All I know speaks Danish. Even in the fisherman's fish spoke Danish. May it rest in peace. All right, H.H. Madison. We might take you up on that. I mean, you know, Denmark. Who wouldn't want to be part of that shit?
Yeah.
One of our blue dots is fixing to come visit you up there. And let me see. Kay Fitzgerald came in with $5 and said, I've needed a good cry for a while now. Tomorrow will be good. Yeah, it's not going to be a, you know, joyous, memorous day. I can only imagine what the hell he's going to do, because he is going to make, and it's already been reported that they're going to have a desk set up right there right off the podium, to where he can go right
He
over there
didn't
and
wait
start.
until tomorrow. He was out doing some shit today, and I couldn't quite figure out who
Oh, really?
he was there
Really?
for. He was at
Was he buying new furniture for the White House? Was he?
no, he was at Arlington.
Oh, he
He
laid a
was
wreath
doing
at the
a
tomb of the
wreath
unknown.
laying ceremony at Arlington, and there was a
Yes.
little what do you call those things? That you sit in that go up, the seats that go up, and he
A
had people
Ferris
sitting
wheel?
up there and formal guards, and I didn't see though who it was for, or
I
what
believe
who the
it was
ceremony
a
was for.
tomb. I think it was at the tomb of the unknown.
Well, there was a
I
woman
think.
who also put one of the wreaths forward, so I assumed that she was a relative of someone
Oh, well then.
that they were honoring, but there was no title on there to say who it was or anything. I couldn't gather any info. But he started the day with that in the rain, mind you. So he's doing the whole I go out in the rain.
Showing it, yes. Yeah. He don't care about his hair getting wet.
No.
Hello, Franklin.
Yeah, well,
You with us, buddy?
Hey, John.
How you doing, brother?
How you doing,
Hey,
huh?
Hey,
I'm
Franklin.
doing all right. Basically, been watching the news lately, and I seen that a Republican just got
Yeah?
fired.
A Republican just got
Oh,
fired.
really?
Pray tell.
Yeah,
That is big
on
news.
the Intel committee.
Oh.
What, weren't they pulling their weight with the Republican line? Were they
No, he
were
was the chairman of
Chairman.
the Intel committee, and
Yes.
Mike Johnson fired him.
Okay.
justification?
reason-
What is
and
it?
the
I
reason
did
why
see the
is-
story. I'm trying to find it now, and I can't see it right now. But yes,
Well, let's
I did
let
see
Franklin explain it then.
So basically, what happened was, is that we are helping Ukraine.
Yes.
Okay, we're trying to help them preserve their freedom.
that. Indeed.
Okay, so Mike Johnson fires the head of the committee, the head, the guy that basically is the head of the committee on the Intel committee. And boy, he's getting blowback on that by the Republicans and the Democrats.
Was it Turner of Ohio?
Yes,
That's what-
Turner of Ohio.
Okay.
So what
And,
did he do? What did he actually do?
Well, you usually know. I mean, usually you have some Republicans vote for bipartisan.
Yeah.
They reach across the aisle, and he was one of those Republican members that would vote yes for Ukraine aid.
Ah, okay. That says
So
it all,
now,
doesn't it?
yeah, so now Mike Johnson just screwed him over, and he trying to say that he didn't fire him because of that. No, Turner basically came out and said, yeah, he did fire me for that.
Oh.
Well, it's Canada and quite a few other countries in the world have come out saying they will still support Ukraine if America doesn't or not.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter whether America does it. All the other countries in NATO will still support Ukraine.
Oh, yeah.
So now it becomes Trump versus NATO.
So basically,
That's what it's going to end up
when
being.
when Mike Johnson did that, and then Turner said what he said, Republicans are pissed, and so are the Democrats.
I think personally a lot of Republicans will be pissed once they start to realize what Trump is actually doing. It may take 6 months, but it's going to start with the MAGAs. But I think he's going to have some of his picks and some of his cabinet leave. because they won't want to be a part of certain things that are going on. Not all, but some. Some of the better ones, maybe.
Well,
Some of the ones
I
that
could
really
tell
do
you
care
this
about
much right here and
democracy.
right now. When Mike Turner votes and stuff, he's voting no on everything the Republicans do.
Oh, is Trump's lackey? He's number one lackey.
That's all
No,
Mike Johnson is.
Mike Johnson is, but not Turner.
Oh no, not Turner.
No, you're going to see
Johnson
some.
is.
You're going to
That's
see
not my
some
point.
pushback from some Republicans, and you're seeing it right now with the TikTok ban. There's some.
Yeah.
That was a bipartisan issue. It went all the way to Supreme Court. Supreme Court upheld the ban. They took TikTok off the air for 12 hours, and because of Trump saying that he would not, he's not going to make anybody pay any fines for having it on their platform, and then he seeking for a 90-day.
But now you got some Republicans.
You got some Republicans that are pissed off about that.
Yeah, but you see, Trump wants control of social media. He wants to control the narrative. So he keeps TikTok happy. He gets TikTok on his side, supposedly, giving him nice narrative. And that's why the X is involved with all this social media.
My son today, while we're coming back from town, he's in the car and he's on YouTube and he's playing me all these videos of all these speeches that Donald Trump said that we had to ban TikTok, that we had to get rid of TikTok. Because when during the last election, TikTok wasn't too nice to Donnie. And
right.
He got pissed, and he wanted it banned and all that, and now it's a different story. It's like everything else. He flip flops on everything. Whatever suits his fancy at the moment.
He's got so many media billionaires on his side of the fence that he's thinking, they'll just get together and they'll buy that TikTok, and then it'll just be a big, MAGA talk.
Right.
TikTok is actually originally a China company, isn't it? TikTok.
Yes.
It's a Chinese-owned company.
He will not buy it. He can't buy it. They won't sell it to him, or they won't sell. You know what I'm saying? China will not sell TikTok.
They won't sell it to him.
Dave, everything.
They won't sell it to him, though. They'll sell it to Musk.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. You put the right
that's
price.
That's like saying everyone has their price, meaning no one's corruptible. Everyone has their price. I don't think Biden was corruptible. Whether you offer him 1 million, 100 million, Joe Biden was an example of integrity.
Biden's a person, not a business.
Yeah. Donnie's not that.
No.
Donnie's just the opposite of that. He has no integrity, no morals, no nothing. He's an empty shell of a man that just wants
he's been quiet.
Power.
He's been very quiet about his $4 billion, hasn't he? He hasn't gone and raved about how much he made out of X, or not X, Truth, because he made $4 billion on the day that the thing
Musk?
expired, where he can sell his shares. No. Trump. Trump made $4 billion on that bloody Truth Social crap. And the money's sitting in the stock exchange in some investment. I don't know what it is, but I do know, and he left a couple $100 million in there. But the share price has dropped. I don't know what it is today, but it's slowly falling. I mean, I don't know how a company can be worth that sort of $4 billion when it's losing, $100 million a year. I just don't know how it works.
I can't answer that either because I don't do that level of business bullshit.
That's really. Did you hear what's happening in North Carolina?
He's getting it from either China or Russia.
North Carolina. Have you read the news about North Carolina? Yeah. Okay.
I can actually address the Truth Social.
Hello, Jess. How you doing, brother?
Hey, John. I'm doing well. Hey, guys.
Hello, Jess. How you going, mate?
Not too bad. Just from George Conway, two things. One, Truth Social is not an actual social platform. What George Conway says is that Truth Social is a way. It is a legitimate and roundabout way for bribery. So, and the same with Donnie is using civil litigation for legal bribery. So, for example, Donnie, as an individual,
When he sells
sues,
tennis shoes, it's legal bribery.
right? But I mean, what this is for example, Pam Bondi owned $3.9 million worth of Truth Social. She was not interested in stock. George Conway said that what she is interested in is showing Donnie, here's my bribe. And what you get out of it is a position. And so, but Donnie's found a way also through civil litigation to find a legal way for bribery. So Donnie, as an individual, sues Viacom. They sue them because Viacom knows that he's coming into power. And so they take him to court. They settle out of court and then have an NDA. So Donnie gets X amount of money that's never disclosed. And then suddenly Viacom or Paramount or whoever the parent company is has a contract. And so he's found a kind of a legal way for people just to offer a bribe without it being called a bribe. That's George Conway's explanation through what Truth Social actually is. It's not a platform. It's just a way of people saying, here's my, $2 million. Oh, suddenly I get an ambassadorship or whatever.
Like I said, I have a thought going. Mom to two us. Money laundering is what it is. It's money laundering,
right.
and both political sides, I am sure, have been doing it all our freaking lives in one form or another. I will say, though, I think the Republicans have perfected it, and Donnie has damn sure done it because, like I say, his tennis shoes. Who's buying his fucking tennis shoes to wear? Nobody, but he'll sell a lot of them. Same way with the watches. $100,000 watches. He can sell a bunch of them, because that's a way to get money to him. And it's, oh, Lord, I think hang on to your britches, baby. I think it's going to get a lot worse before it gets any way better. Our whole government, as far as I can see right now, is for sale. It's on the chopping block. Every position we have.
You don't think Donald Trump is going to stop selling stuff? He's going to keep selling stuff while he's president.
He's going to keep selling stuff.
He's going to turn the White House. The White House is going to be the home shopping channel.
Exactly. Yeah. And 3 days before the inauguration, he's got this coin out that's not worth anything. He's got this coin that is not currency. And
it's commemorative. It's a commemorative coin, and you can buy as many as
Exactly.
It's just another way to funnel.
But
that
I want
money
to see if Americans are aware what's happening in North Carolina, because what's happening in North Carolina is a benchmark for what's going to happen every time the Republicans lose an election in what state,
context are you talking,
county,
Dave?
whatever it might be. Well, North Carolina has there's a Justice Griffin, who's a GOP nominee out there. He lost to a Justice Allison Riggs, who is it's not a big political thing, but they're two judges, Republican and Democrat. They're out there. This Democratic judge won, and the GOP have bitched about it. So they've had two recounts. One recount showed more votes for the Democratic judge, and the other one showed even. So basically, the recounts are all cool, but now the GOP have taken it to court, and it's now before the courts. They want to withdraw 60,000 votes that they feel that were illegitimate. In that case, if those votes are withdrawn, the GOP bloke wins, and they're happy. But what it does in that state, it turns North Carolina from a 5-2 to a 4-1 or something. In other words, they want this win so badly, GOP, besides putting their guy in, it gives them a controlling interest in the courts. They shouldn't
But
be
what
an issue. They
But
should
what
not
it
be an
really
issue at all.
does, in essence,
but
what it really does is it illegitimizes their whole voting system in North Carolina because nobody's vote counts unless they say so.
Yep.
But
And
what's going to happen? Every time they lose something somewhere, they're going to pull this freaking act. Recount in the courts. Recount in the courts.
That's the lesson
It's
that
gonna
they've
be a-
learned from Donald Trump is to
But
tie everything
Yes.
up in the courts.
but what they don't
Yeah.
have is they don't have every court in the United States.
No, they don't.
They just
Not
don't.
yet,
And
no.
we
But they
saw
will be
Joe
selective in where
Biden's
they do.
Joe
Right.
Biden put more people on judiciary appointments all over the country during his term than a whole lot of other people have ever put on. So
I don't know why they called them justices, but that's what they called these two guys. Now, I didn't know that they'd run for an election in North Carolina at justices, but
it's different in every state, Dave.
Yeah.
okay.
But
Well-
and they're trying to neuter
They don't.
the power of the incoming Democratic governor of North
And they're
Carolina.
working from the ground up. We said this years ago. We said that the MAGA is going to chew from the ground up, from the inside out. In other words, they're not going to try and win from the top. They're winning from the bottom up. They're taking away the school councils, getting control, the local councils get control, and it's like something growing up from your feet, and you see in these sci-fis
Like
and
mold.
overtakes your body. The
Like
blob,
mold.
the blob. Yes, like mold on your feet.
Yeah.
Works to
Hey,
your brain. And that's what they're doing.
Let me
They
catch
know
up
they
real
couldn't
quick
fight off
before
the
this
Big
goes
Apple.
away. Let me thank Lady Freedom Rocks, and indeed she does, came in with $2 and said hello, Blue Dots, and all the ships at sea. Thank you, Lady.
Love you, Lady Freedom Rock.
Lady Freedom Rocks.
Yes,
And
mate.
James
Ditto.
Tripp came in with $5 and said, as Dandy Don used to say, turn out the lights. The party's over. Yeah, not yet, but close to it. And Uncle Fatty came in with $4.20, $4.20, and said, facts, F-A-C-T-S, that's what separates us from the MAGA morons. And yeah, we need to deal in facts. And thank you, Fatty. I appreciate you, buddy. Yeah, there are enough conspiracies. There's enough bullshit floating around out there right now. It's not even funny. It's we're just gonna have to wait to see where the dust settles tomorrow. And I say tomorrow
And you watch
because
something else.
he will take several actions tomorrow. I know he will, because
I think the Democratic.
Go ahead.
I think the Dems need to. This may be unpopular. I think they need to go with either AOC or Jasmine Crockett, and because I think Hakeem Jeffries is Nancy Pelosi light.
I don't know who is going to emerge.
They
the
need to
Democratic
think outside
Party.
the box.
Exactly.
They need to
maybe
think outside
somebody
the
that's
box.
not even
Exactly.
on the radar right now. As a matter of fact, I'd be happy if it was.
I think I said this before, John. They need to really, really think outside the box for this. I mean, and the only way to save the Democrat Party is to get somebody that's like Trump,
Oh no.
but more facts.
Yeah,
you went
I don't
wrong
want anybody
there.
like
It is.
Trump.
Well,
But it's
you're
going to
saying
take somebody
is-
who's
what
going to
you're
have to
saying
step
is
up
that they
boldly.
need someone with a decent personality, with charisma. Then that's what it is. You need someone with good, strong charisma and a good, strong personality that won't take shit from anyone.
You just need
Meaning-
someone
Exactly.
to stand there and say, they're lying, here's the truth.
Yes,
Exactly.
Someone who says that's bullshit. These are the facts. Someone who's prepared to fact
Yeah.
check them on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
No, they don't.
Yep. Yeah, they were
Oh,
talking
there's-
about.
there-
Go ahead, John.
There's shining stars within the party
Jamie
right now.
Raskin.
Huh?
Jamie Raskin would be perfect.
Yep.
Jamie Raskin would be
Hakeem
great.
Jeffries. I like
Hakeem
him.
Jeffries would be good.
Yeah.
But they would get up there and they would say, this is the truth. This is what Donnie says. Here's the
that
facts.
Jon Stewart?
Now we'll compare them on the spot and blow them
Oh,
up.
it went by.
Instead of letting it stew in people's minds overnight and they start to believe it. Because when this shit is
I would
said,
have-
David
Donnie,
Capran. We need Jon
they
Stewart.
go to bed
I'd
that
go
night.
along with that.
They
Just
go
to,
to, they go to
I
bed
have more
that night
faith in
and it's
him
in
than I
their
have a
head,
lot
and
of
it
it.
stews over and over and over, and it gets worse and it gets bigger. And by tomorrow morning, they hate the Democrats because of one lie. You know, the Democrats were their own kamikaze pilot.
I
They
would
did
have to
fact
go
check a
with.
bit, but not enough.
It's
I
true.
would
It's
have
funny
to
that.
go with Jamie Moskowitz.
Oh, he's going to be the FEMA director.
Oh, is he?
Jared Moskowitz from Florida. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a possible contender for FEMA.
Oh,
What blew
nice.
them all out the water was when Nancy Pelosi, Nancy Pelosi lost her popularity when she said, "No, I think we should be able to inside trade on shares." She lost
Yep.
everyone when she said that. That was her
Mhm.
downfall. Rather than shut up or come up with a better line than that, the fact that she felt that she should say, "We should be allowed to deal in shares," just blew her down. But I think you need a Jamie Raskin. He's a scholar in the Constitution. He's a constitutional scholar. He's a very eloquent man. He's the right age, and he doesn't take shit.
Now I would
And-
go with. Now I would definitely go with Jasmine Crockett.
I would go. I need a street. I think you need a
You
street
know, I
fighter.
just
Too
had a
young.
thought.
Too young.
Yeah.
Too
I
young.
wonder who the Republicans are going to put up.
JD Vance.
And there was silence.
No,
J.D. Vance?
They always put up
JD Vance.
the, don't they?
Yeah,
Well,
they normally put up their vice. But that's if Donnie leaves, if he's alive.
Well, he's not technically supposed to run
Yeah.
another term.
This is his final term.
But he's saying,
Unless he
but
just
he's
decides
saying
to rip the
some,
Constitution up completely and just throw it out
Right.
well,
He'll make
Yeah.
some loophole.
and wake up. Yeah.
Well,
you know, you only saving grace you guys may have is the midterms. One, if you get to have midterms, and two, if the people get out and vote and don't stay on the couch again.
Well, there's the rub. It's all about the vote, and it always is. It always is. But this midterm, yeah, this is really going to be a test of our society, I think, because we all
Yep.
are well aware of what just walked into our house and what is
We
going to
had
happen in the
30% of registered voters that didn't vote.
that did not
How
vote.
many?
30%.
90. Yeah, 90. I heard John Stewart had said 90 million people or 91 million people
Well,
didn't vote. They were eligible.
that's about a third of registered.
Somebody
I mean,
just
of
said John
adults.
Stewart for president. I'd work with that. Yeah.
Yeah, he won't go near that. He wouldn't go near that.
Yeah, no, he wouldn't. But
He's already said that.
in a
He already
land
said
of
a couple
wishes.
of years ago. There's a few people currently in your Congress or in your Senate that would be, I think, a good president. I just feel that you've got to find the right person. You've got to find that personality that rings with the people. You've got to find that personality that makes Trump look like he's second hand.
I accept that challenge.
He's going to rape.
Hello,
He's going to
Patty.
rape and pillage these
Hey,
guys.
fatty.
He's going to rape and pillage your bank
Oh, he's going to
accounts.
kick over
He's
as
gonna
many
rape
garbage
and pillage
cans and
everything.
kick as many people in the shins as he possibly can. That's what he's going to do.
And
that's-
what's sad is, I mean,
Go ahead.
Bernie was talking about I'm trying to think what the position was. He was like, the guy could not commit to raising the federal minimum wage, which has been at $7.25.
Yeah.
And he's like, but he'll definitely, he saw no upper limits for tax.
Yeah, but yet he's a
tax
champion
cuts.
for the working man. I don't know how that
What
works.
department he got control? What department he got control of?
Well, I don't know who this nominee was, but he was like, and Bernie was like, well, don't you think it's time to raise the federal minimum wage? And the guy's like, no. And then Bernie was like, well, what about the 2017 tax cuts? And the nominee was like, basically, well, he didn't see any upper income that needed to be capped at their tax cut.
But there's no
Yes.
rent control.
Irene, he did say that if he was elected, you'd never have to vote again. He did say that.
It's
That'll
a
be a test
danger.
time.
You're going to find out. You're going to find out in the first 3 months whether you have to vote again, I think. Because he's going to bring the Constitution up if that's the issue. He's going to work on
I have no
confusing
doubt
you
that
so
there are
much.
going to be constitutional challenges within his presidency. No doubt whatsoever. But that's
There
why we
already
do
is.
still have a Congress, a House of Representatives, and a Senate. And not all Republican senators are on board with all of his shit. Most of it, yeah. Anything that makes them money. But there's still some shit that they don't like him for. He's going to have difficulty. You know, we're going to have difficulty. But it's all going to be in that house.
He's 2 or 3 votes short in minimum, and he's keeps talking about a mandate, and it's a bunch of bullshit. We are the ones, guys. Yeah, we need a leader, right? We do, but we all need to step up and use the facts and have the charisma and have the balls, right, to stand up to these MAGA assholes, because it's we have the numbers, right, but we don't have the crowd.
Well,
We have
We're
the
not
numbers. We didn't have the votes,
you know,
but we have the
we're
numbers.
just not loud.
You know,
We just
I
don't
think
have
most
the
of the
energy.
people that did not vote were probably more liberal leaning. I really
Absolutely. It always happens that way. We get complacent, you know, and we think it's going to happen, and it doesn't. But you know, this is going to be a rude awakening for everybody, and the more we can use our voices,
I know, baby.
and when people are feeling down and out, to let them
We're
know
all
you
MAGA.
voted for this shit. You're the
Yeah,
one
but
that
the
voted.
biggest kick in the face you guys have got is that not raising the minimum wage. That is extremely low, and I'm sure a lot of companies don't pay that. I'm sure a lot of people are working for well above that. But I'm sure there's other companies that do work around that price line or that price guide or that cost guide. They may even $10 an hour as a minimum is a joke. Your minimum should be around about $15 minimum per hour, based on what your rents
for
are, your
cost
cost
living
of
today,
living.
yeah.
It's not even a living wage anymore.
No.
You know, if you get a 40-hour week, that's
Yeah, right.
only what
That's a big if.
$600 a
They'll
week.
keep you to 38,
That's
so you're not full time, so
Yep.
you don't
Yeah.
have benefits and all that kind of
But
shit that they have to delve
John,
into.
that's only $600 a week. That's not a lot of money to
and
feed a
some of our
family on.
biggest employers do that shit.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
Walmart for
South
one.
Idaho has one of the bigger beef industries, and actually most of the Idaho potatoes are grown in Oregon, believe it or not. But the whole deal with that is it's all right to work, right? So we've got these right to work states that kind of bypass all of that minimum wage shit anyways, and are the biggest utilizers. The red states are the biggest utilizers of immigrant labor, documented or undocumented, right? We've got a great community of Latinos down in the Boise, Treasure Valley area that are undocumented but legally here. Okay, so there's whole classifications of wording that Trump's using, and it's Stephen Miller.
You know,
Okay, forget us
especially in
not.
construction.
This is Steve Bannon, this is Steve Miller, and this is Alex Jones and frickin' Tucker Carlson that are in Donnie's ear. Right? And we got to let the maggots know.
Elon Musk.
The racist
And Elon
of the
Musk.
group.
Elon maybe,
Elon
but
Musk.
he just
Well,
wants
he's
to-
an apartheid.
He's in it for
He's
the money.
apartheid.
Yeah, he's. Don't get me started on that.
He wants to be the first trillionaire. That's what he's aiming for. He wants to be the first trillionaire.
He's on his
Guarantee
way
it.
'cause he's got more than 400 billion. And I
I think
always,
he wants to put a claim on to Mars. He wants to plant a stake on Mars and claim the planet. Yes.
let him
Well, he
let him
wants
go.
to.
Let the whole mega crowd go there.
Yeah.
He wants to put.
Let him go
he wants to
personally.
put bases on
Stick the
Mars,
flag up there.
but
He
he
does,
wants
yeah.
you to pay for it. He wants America to pay to go to Mars. He can afford to do it himself and get paid back, but no, he wants you to launch
He
a
wants
whole
to
pile of
control
cylinders
You know, that's
into
what,
Mars and then colonize it. But you don't come back. You don't come
what is
back.
the internet?
If you go there,
What is the
Yeah,
internet
I'm telling
company?
you.
Fatty, which one's a... God damn it.
Blue
The,
Origin.
With the satellites.
Oh,
Starlink.
Starlink.
right?
Yeah.
Starlink.
Yep. So
Yeah.
there's a whole conspiracy behind this, and without getting too nuts on the channel, basically they're thinking that Starlink is sending up stuff to the other planet to covertly not put satellites into orbit, but to shoot stuff out of orbit and get the stuff there preemptively. So when one man gets there, the pods are already there.
Well, do you really think that
Boy, howdy.
Musk would put all those satellites up there and only have one purpose and one use only?
Oh,
is
no.
internet? No
Oh, no.
way. There would be
gets control.
access for sale.
And
He shut it
would
down
be
on
access,
Ukraine.
Yeah,
He turned
controlled
it off
access.
on Ukraine. He made
did.
Russia happy.
He did.
And
And SpaceX is all about putting a launch station off the moon, right? So we can have that as a launch point to where we're not using the thrust power to get out of orbit. We can just launch from the moon and have different docking stations. But he's looking at a 500-year plan. Is the thing. Like he's so delusional. Okay, do the research of where his name came from. There's 4 or 5 documentaries on it online. YouTube especially has got a few. But just the origin of his name will tell you everything about the man.
Jesus.
He is a freak. He's a nut job.
yeah, it's not normal.
He's on drugs, playing video games. So sorry, but he's a freak. Yeah.
No, you told the
He's
truth.
going to have an
You
office
told
in the
the
White
truth.
House, too.
I'm on my 31st Twix account. Every time I make his picture sing WAP, that wet ass song, he bans me. Kicks me out. So
Make another one.
I got to
Come back again.
But that's the way to hurt these bastards is you don't subscribe to their social media accounts. X and friggin' Truth. If you all go to Blue Sky, that could screw them because their share price will drop the whole thing. You can hit them that way. Where it hurts. They worry about the dollar. I mean, I see them out there saying we've got to protect democracy. Bullshit. You're talking about protecting your own dollars and making more. Well, don't play their game.
It's all an echo chamber, so they can rot in it, and we need to create our own echo chamber and get that bigger voice, that bigger collective voice with brother Tyler Cohen and Pac-Man and Midas Touch all together, right, and not separated, but all together on one platform, saying this is the unified thing that we're going to be talking about and be pushing the narrative like they push the narrative. Like you said, Cory Booker's been great. Some of the younger ones, Jasmine Crockett especially, and the gal Turloff, the gal on the Fox News. It takes some balls to stand up. It does, but you know what? They back down. I'm telling you, every red hat that I come across.
If you've got the facts, yes, they will. If you've got the facts, and facts will make anyone shut up.
Facts. Yeah.
Because it's all innuendo. It's all talking points. It's all rhetoric. They got nothing to stand on because all they're trying to do is poke people in the eye, right?
They create conspiracy theories. That's what they do. Conspiracy theories. They start them, and that occupies the mind of the lowly educated or the stupid. They get these conspiracy theories, and they get 2 or 3 in their head, and their head explodes. So they get this,
Absolutely.
They're piling mess.
You just trust Luke Beasley, great example, and Adam Mockler when they're doing their man on the street stuff.
There's some great ones out there that come up with the facts.
Answer, and it's not so much about presenting the facts; it's about just asking the questions that they can't come up with the answers for, and then presenting them. Or doing like I do, just walking up and saying, "Hey, look, you dumbass."
Yep.
You got to be shitting me.
I'd love for big billboards in DC just because there are people that are there just with signs like, remember, I just wanted your vote. I didn't care about you. Just have them out there freezing while
how do you survive? How do you survive that? I mean, how does an American president or wannabe president say things like that along with the grandmother pushing all the other things he said and still survive?
Because
there's something. No, there's something wrong going on.
They are.
Yeah, well, I don't trust your voting system. I think it's rigged. I'm going to do a Trump and say your voting system's rigged.
Well,
Trump's worked it out.
Yeah, something's
because that's not going to be an area
3 bomb threats
hit real hard. Is voting
well with 3 bomb threats? They sure came up with the results.
Yep, I mean the first thing you do, the first tactic, right, is divide and conquer. The second one is control the narrative.
There you go.
And he's got both of them.
He's
Americans, I hate
both.
to tell us, I'm telling you, we vote against what we are afraid of. We vote against what we're scared of. We vote against the bad guy. We don't go out and just vote for the good guy, right? And Donnie had the better fear game.
Yep.
Oh, no
He had
doubt
the
about
better
it. That's
game.
all he sold
Gotta play the
is
game
hate and
game
fear.
because we
Those
got
brown
to
people are here to
pander
take your
to
jobs.
WWE. We got to pander to the cartoon watching adults, you know, and let them know you voted for what you're now afraid of. That's all we have to say. You voted for what you are now scared of. You
The
know?
thing is, you can't approach them with a negative attitude because they just close up on you. You can't go in there with attacking them. You've got to try and talk to them and try and start a conversation and slowly make them realize within that conversation they maybe have the wrong
I
train
think
of
there's going to
thought.
be a lot of
or
conversations started when some of his decisions actually start impacting the people down there at the bottom. And
I got a question
immigration
for-
will be one
Yeah.
of them,
Now,
especially
I got a
like
question
in
for
areas
John,
where
though.
LA is burned, where construction is heavily dependent upon migrant work, same as in agriculture. You know,
Yeah.
it's
Who's
show
gonna
me a
pick the
meat
fruit? Who's gonna-
packing plant that doesn't have migrants working in it. You know, we use that labor.
Well, they still haven't got a machine that can. They still haven't got a machine that can pick oranges, apples,
Nope,
those delicately ones
nope.
that can bruise. They can shake.
Yeah.
They can shake certain fruits off with a certain machine and shake them into the big buckets, but they can't do it with bruised fruit that bruises easily.
Yeah.
That's going to be hand picked, and that's a
And very-
boring, litigious job.
The last construction job me and my kids worked on together was building a school over here in Portland, Texas, and there was a contractor of bricklayers, and I don't think there was a single person, maybe one or two, on that crew that knew how to speak English. But you bet your ass they worked their ass off, and yeah, there's that goes on all over the place. You take migrants out of this country, we're going to have problems, big problems. And it's
you guys know hailstorms.
Who?
You get hailstorms from Galveston to the Great Lakes, right?
Oh yeah.
We don't get hail up here, right? Nobody up here in the Pacific Northwest ever, John, ever files a homeowner's claim. You guys get new roofs every 5 to 10 years, whether it's from wind, right, or whether it's from hail damage. State Farm alone budgets over $5 billion a year just for hail damage. They're just one company. $5 billion a year, guys, just for hail damage, and it's only getting worse. This is how we know climate change is happening, right?
Is it right that California doesn't normally have wildfires in January? It's unusual or strange.
It usually rains, and they haven't had rain for 6 weeks.
Yeah, there's
this was
right there.
When is their wildfire? When is their wildfire season normally? June, July, August,
June,
around there.
Yeah, but this was because of drought, but they think it. I mean, they still have to do their assessment, but they think it was like a power line issue that sparked that.
Oh, they've got a video.
To
They've
bring
got a
God
video.
into the courtroom, you know, the wind that whipped this.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. I mean, you know, this was a natural disaster. The start of the fire, I don't know. It's we might have an arsonist. I don't think so. I saw the video of the fire starting underneath a power line, video from somebody's camera. But once
some of that,
well, you get that.
Hang on, guys. Hang on. Let John get what we saying about. You've seen the video.
Once you start getting,
where's this video? Where's this video?
Oh, you haven't seen the video?
We haven't seen that. No.
Oh, I have.
No. No. I seen a video.
Oh no, I seen it on TV on the news.
Oh.
So I know it's
okay. Well, see, I haven't seen it reported in Australia.
Well, that isn't determinant. That's what started the fire. There is a camera shot from somebody's security camera of a hill where there's a power line and there's a fire underneath the power line poles there.
Yep.
Rather intense fire.
Okay.
And then you get the 100-mile-an-hour winds out of Mount. I mean, when Mount Whitney.
Yeah, that wasn't planned.
And
you know.
But
Well, I
It's,
did see the reporter on that Mount Whitney. Behind her is a raging fire, and she's struggling to stand up in the wind that was almost blowing her over. And you can hear the fire in the background, like roaring away as the wind was blowing. You can't fight that shit. You can't fly a plane.
We had one ago. I was out on the marina on 4th of July, and we were looking out down the lake, and you could see this little puff of smoke. You know, on one of those days where they shouldn't be having any fires, and it was already a fire ban. And within 10 minutes, I'm telling you guys, within 10 minutes, that thing had moved a mile, and you could hear it from 5 miles away.
Oh, yeah.
And by the time we got straight up, like, get out of here. I'm out on the boat sitting there with a little pump in the lake with a little garden hose, you know.
Yeah.
The freaking Marshall comes out and he's like, Fish, you got to get out of here, bro. Like, you got to go right now. And within 5 minutes, that thing had came another mile up and over the hill. And damn near, if those planes wouldn't have got to work like they were, listen, guys, get on YouTube and watch some of those videos of the guys flying these big planes and flying the
But with
helicopters.
all of that knowledge and all of that, we're still looking at a situation to where Republicans are wanting to put conditions on aid to California for this.
Well, I say if we win the midterms,
What?
you save all the and you just play that. You say here's when Mike Johnson said they conditions. Oops, sorry, you got a hurricane in Louisiana. Well, guess what?
Yeah.
Here's our conditions.
That's what I was saying the other day. If you're going to put conditions on it, well, hell, what are you building houses down there on the Gulf Coast, right there at sea level? You know, the damn hurricane's going to come in there and blow it all away. You're going to have to get paid for it again. Same way with the Outer Banks out there on North Carolina and all that kind of shit. You can't be building out there because the hurricane's going to come down and blow it away. You've got to quit doing that shit.
Move north,
You're not
guys.
going to do
move
that.
North. Do it now. Move north. I'm telling you, do it. Do it now.
The reason they want conditions is because they will also want to try and blackmail and threaten, or not threaten, but coerce people over to become red and blue. You know, it's just like nice house you got there. Pity if it burns down again next year. If you want help this year, you better turn red. But there's a reason they want these conditions is so they can slip in little things in they slip in
therein lies the
policies
rub
in there.
with me, Dave, because that, to me, that's always happened. Every damn time there's disaster relief, no matter where it is, there's something tacked onto that damn bill.
Correct.
We have a habit of doing that. We never pass a clean bill for shit. We get a bill, and then deals are made behind the corner on both sides, and for bullshit that just adds to the bill. And it's frustrating as shit when you start delving into it.
They hijack it.
Yes.
Yeah, but
then the votes are for sale, baby. You know, give me my phone and you know.
You guys have convinced me 100%. I volunteer. I will run for president, and I want the dangerous one as the vice president.
There you go. Got my vote.
Where is he? Oh, he's down there too. He's in.
But then in 2026, you just if we get the House and Senate, you just play the conditions that Mike Johnson said, and then the next time there's a hurricane,
bearing in mind for the next 2 years, you have to protect your midterms. You have to protect the people who are going to run for those midterms because they're going to try and stop and fight every ballot
every crook
in that midterms.
Hook and crook, yes, they are going to try to, and that's where the battle is going to be. That's where the next big one is going to be.
Yes, John.
It's going to be in 2 years. Exactly. The midterms that's going to tell the direction. If it continues to go the way it did this time, fuck, I don't know what kind of help there would be for this country. But I don't believe it will.
Well, you will end up having a coup.
Recoil to this shit, huh?
You will have a coup. You will end up having a coup. The Democrats will end up having a coup.
If we do not make gains in the midterms, that's going to be hard to take. You know.
Well, what do you say to yourself if you don't get gains in the midterms? Mitchie Chick, what do you say to yourself?
Convince myself tell myself every fucking day now.
If in the midterms it goes,
you got to say something like this. Here's a quote. On my birthday, of course, I wish I didn't have to wake up in this hellhole and could have instead had breakfast with my family, receive kisses on the cheek from my children, unwrap presents and say, wow, this is exactly what I dreamed of. But life doesn't work in such a way that social progress and a better future can only be achieved if a certain number of people are willing to pay the price for the right to have their own beliefs. The more that there are, the less everyone has to pay. And the day will come when speaking the truth and advocating for justice will be the commonplace and not dangerous. And he puts in Russia, this is from Alexei Navalny. So I think there will have to be some kind of comeuppance.
Out of your mouth. Hey, let me thank Diana Mallory for coming in with $5 donation and said tomorrow's boycott day. Don't post or mention his name. I am not saying his name ever again if I could help it. Oh, darling, I wish I could make that commitment.
Diaper Don it is.
Huh? Diaper Don.
Diaper Don.
Yeah, Donnie the Dick. That's what.
He who
Donnie
shall
the
not
Dick.
be named.
Yep.
But
the thing is, do they still ring up these days and while you're at home at night time and say, try and talk you over? Like, remember before the election, you got the phone calls. And are you with a Democrat or are you whatever? You know, they're coaching the vote, buying the people over. Do you still get that marketing calls, telemarketing, like voters for voting?
I get probably 6 a day. I'll bet you on my business line.
Political telemarketing.
I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, I get emails that I don't pay attention to all day long.
Well, I heard a great solution the other day, and a good way to sort it out is that if you get a phone call at night time and it's a Republican Party member that's trying to sell you the Republican Party, if you've got a parent that has dementia, just say, hang on, I'll put you onto the homeowner. And then put your dementia parent on with them. They'll tie them up for hours.
Yep.
You know?
There you go.
Or even if you get a telemarketer, even any telemarketer, I suppose, just put dementia parent on there. They will never ring back. I can guarantee that.
Yeah, but I don't want to torture the sick.
Oh,
Dave, I don't,
yeah, you do.
I want to add to your misery already. Hey, let me thank T-Rock in the house who came in with a $20 donation and said, resist Orange Hitler. Down with Donnie's filthy diaper and his corrupt regime. We are bigger than they are. I love it. Yeah, you know what I'm going to get to do? I get to dig out some old T-shirts. That's right.
Yeah.
I had a whole bunch of T-shirts I could have worn.
You got to stop saying this crap that we're bigger than they are because you didn't show that in November. So you got to prove that you're bigger now.
I think the metaphor is that we are bigger than that, Dave. That we have more morals, more integrity.
I think there's more people that want democracy, yes. There's more Americans who want democracy. It's just a sad part that a lot of Americans who voted for don't know what democracy is all about and what it involves.
In any population, and I'm sure in Australia too, you're going to have a certain amount of your population that's just not going to vote.
Certainly.
They're not interested. They don't give a shit.
Certainly.
And
we have our couches.
Right. Yeah.
We have our we call them over here. We call them norm. We have the couch guy, which shows you it's voting day. He's laying on the couch. He's got his 6-pack of beer there. We've got that same
opinion.
Commercial that runs here.
Got a big opinion.
He's got an opinion.
Yeah, he's got an opinion. He's going to share it all over the damn place. He's going to tell you exactly what's wrong with whatever country he's in.
But America, they call them homers.
We do have a big problem with apathy. That too many people just aren't. They're so detached and so disillusioned with politics that there's a whole lot of them that just.
Here's a newsflash.
By the way, I got an interesting take when I watched the Luke Beasley, or not Luke Beasley, but Adam Bockler was on an interview yesterday with a guy by the name of Destiny. And I don't even know who this guy is, but it was an interesting interview because I heard the guy, Destiny, say, I don't know, when Adam was talking to him, he's going, when they go low, we stay high, or we go to the middle. And he said, an interesting thing. He goes, if Kamala would have called Trump the N-word, that would have caused Trump to turn around and call her the N-word, and then the shitstorm would have happened, guaranteed, because he would have had the right being black already, and he called her the
Really want
N-word,
that word being tossed
because
around on
she
either
called
side.
him that. It just would have completely exploded. I mean, so, the people, you were talking about people that are upcoming. Yeah, the Jasmine Crockett's in the world are the ones we got to watch. We need people like her.
Yep.
For sure.
And newsflash, Ramaswamy is no longer with Doge. He's going to run.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Ramaswamy's not what?
We don't applaud on
Well-
this show. We don't.
Doge isn't really even a thing yet, so
No, he's running for
whatever.
governor. He's running. He's going to run for Ohio governor.
Yeah. Good luck with that. Ramalama ding
Ramaswamy
dong.
Yep.
gonna run.
Oh, I
for
heard his
governor.
dad isn't even a U.S. citizen. And by the way, I also heard that if fucking Trump wants to do this birthright citizenship, then guess what? 4 of his fucking kids have to leave the U.S. That's Don Jr., Erica, Ivanka, and Barron, because they were all born to immigrant women.
Yep.
So they're not really American citizens. So
I
does
don't
he want
think
to
they
start
got to
playing
worry
this
about
game?
that.
Do you
I
think he
don't
really
think they
doesn't
have
want
to
to get
worry
rid of
about
him
that.
anyway?
Well, maybe he doesn't want to get rid of him. Do you blame him?
I mean, come on.
That would take,
just-
birthright citizenship. That's it's written in the Constitution. I don't think they're going to get rid of birthright citizenship.
And just for another thing from the working class party, here's incoming second lady. Vance's wife wears a $2.5 million velvet gown.
What?
Yep.
Melania's going to wear
Wears
a
a-
$2.5
No,
million
this
gown.
is Usher Vance wears a
That'd be on loan.
2.5 noir
Well,
velvet gown to the
Yeah,
vice
that'd be on-
president's dinner.
good for her.
Yep.
Good for
That'd be
her.
on
I
loan.
just think it's pretty
That-
fucking disgusting that there's a gown that costs $2.5 million fucking dollars. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
but
don't.
Elon Musk can afford it.
Yeah,
Elon
well,
Musk can afford it for his missus.
there's no
And don't
shortage of
forget-
ignorance when it comes to excessive
Yeah.
wealth. When you
You
start
have
talking about
1,000.
billionaires, trillionaires, money means very little to them.
That's why I can't
At
understand
a certain
the
point.
Musk, because Musk is
price of
insane.
eggs means very little to them.
Yeah.
They don't even know what the
You
price
can't-
of eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the price for $2.5 million gown is very little as well. Bear in mind, in America, you have 1,000 billionaires and over. 1,000 billionaires. You have the highest number of billionaires in your country, is what I'm saying. I think Russia has around
What does
about
that
400.
tell you? The place
being
to
a millionaire is not that exclusive a club. As a matter of fact, a lot of them, your millionaires, they're barely hanging on.
Yeah.
They have a hell of a big bumper, but things screw
You
up in
bought a
their
house
lives
in the
just like
1970s.
Yeah.
Chances are you've got $1 million worth of equity right now.
a lot
Yeah,
of
I mean,
them houses
if-
we saw
if
just went up in
you're-
fire. So $1 million
Right.
home in certain areas of the country is not what you think it is.
Nothing.
No,
It's nothing.
no. If you've just retired and you've got the home that you grew up in, or you married your wife and you bought a home, got the family, now you retired, the kids are all gone, you're worth $1 million because your home's going to be worth that, but it's paid off, and you probably got a super fund.
If
So you probably most average, well-organized seniors will be millionaires.
Well,
You're
Don
right.
Cheadle
Being-
nailed it. He said a millionaire is closer to homelessness than a billion.
Yeah, yeah. And you can
That's
understand that statement. Yeah.
Red states have stayed pretty, pretty rural, pretty undeveloped. Got some blue cities, obviously, but for
Most
the
of
most part,
it,
everything's purple. And
just
it's
about
it's all
anywhere you
mind
see
you.
a major population center, it's blue.
Yeah.
Because people,
Where do all the
you're
billionaires
put in a
live?
situation to where you live amongst your neighbors.
Yeah.
When you're living out in the country, you're
John, that's
2-3 miles from your
socialism.
neighbor, maybe. Huh?
That's socialism. Next you'll have a school, and next you'll have a shopping
Yeah,
center,
roads,
and
all that
next you'll
kind of
have-
shit. Healthcare? No,
Oh,
no,
you
not
can't
healthcare.
do
Got too much
that.
money wrapped up in that
That's
shit.
socialism. No, you can't have police stations. You can't have hospitals. Oh no, that's
Or
socialism.
libraries or community centers.
Oh
or-
yeah, no. Don't say that. You can't. No, you can't have that. Let's live like
Where'd Dangerous
Quakers.
go? What happened to Dangerous?
I don't
He
know.
fell off.
I think
He
He
fell
fell
off.
off the tree.
he was driving.
Where all those trees standing go? Have you ever seen those goats that climb freaking trees?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Unbelievable. They
You
stand in
sound
freaking branches
surprised,
of the
Dave.
trees.
Shit.
No, well, I'm not. I have seen them myself plenty of times, but I'm
Well,
saying
it's not like they're
every
climbing
time I
trees
think
that
about
go
it,
straight
it,
up.
but fucking hell, mate, goats climbing trees, that's an amazing thing when you think about it. As many times as you see it,
Tree does have
you
to be at
don't
the
see
right angle.
elephants, you don't see dogs up there, you see cats, but goats, they haven't even got claws. You know,
Got good
they
balance,
have,
Dave.
Got good unbelievable. What a great animal. What a great
Oh, as a
animal.
matter of fact, that's the answer to part of the brush problem with wildfires is goats. You turn a
Yep.
good batch of
Not
goats
enough of
loose
them.
in there, they'll eat everything.
Yeah,
They'll eat it
why
down to the
not?
nub.
People start shooting them then. That's the problem. People start shooting them.
No, they're going with
No,
big
no.
herds. We use them
Yeah.
down in southern Idaho as well, around the desert areas, and they'll bring
Yeah.
like a herd of
This is an actual
300 or
business
400.
here.
You know what? You know
Yeah.
what's good for that?
Temporary fence
Camels.
off.
Camels.
Yep.
Set camels loose.
Yeah, goats is
Because
easier, I
they're
think.
Goats. Yeah, they
Goats is
use
easier
goats.
to handle.
Yeah, they're
sheep.
great.
But
They'll
no,
go up
that
on the
is a
side
thing down
of
here,
the
Dave.
vine.
We have whole businesses that are devoted to
To
providing
bring
goats
goats around, yeah.
Yeah.
to eat up
Excellent.
underbrush.
Right, yeah.
They use them
Well,
around
that's
airports
unusual.
and
You know.
Yeah, they were doing that down in Oklahoma when I was down there around the
They
moor.
do it, yeah, heavily in California. Yeah.
How would you go? But yeah, California being such a big place, there's a lot of underbrush to be eaten. There must
Well,
be.
goats are able to climb around and get where you wouldn't, it's
Changes
just
the back.
natural for them.
What do they release like 50 or 500 or 1,000?
I think they do it in smaller
depending on
glom. They have like
depending on what
herder guys, but they put them out in 20s or so at a time and spend a day or two and move on to another area.
They should create wild goats up there then. They should set them free and let them breed so they
No,
look
don't
after
want wild goat.
eventually.
No, you
So
don't
there's
want
a guy,
wild goat.
no,
up
that would
here in
create other
Montana.
problems.
This guy up here in Montana just got federally sentenced here a couple of weeks ago for creating a hybrid goat. He took some crazy African goat that's got these huge horns and made his own sport hunting herd, right? And got caught by the feds and is facing a huge fine. He basically genetically manipulated a bunch of different goats into this like super breed of
Well, he
sport
must
hunting.
be a scientist or something.
Really?
Is he a
No, dude,
scientist or
no,
something?
no. He was like a overall wearing farmer. Just lived out in the woods, right? Just wanted bigger goats to hunt.
And he messed with genes on an animal and
Yes,
created a new species.
it's
He
that
created a
easy.
new species.
It's that easy. Yes, yeah, like in vitro style, right? In
Yeah.
vitro, dude. Yeah, he's facing some huge fines. They had to go in and collect all these goats, and they'd mated with some of the bighorn rams and some of the sheep. It's like a sheep goat hybrid, is what it is, basically. And yeah, it's
Shagoat.
great. Check it out. Yeah,
I should go. Yeah, excellent. Well done.
trophy hunting goats in Montana or something on the internet. It'll come
Or a
up.
geep. Maybe it's a geep.
Type of dude, it'd be like John out there in his back, just messing with some who knows what type of fluid.
Gonna go hunt me some geep.
Yep.
Don't do that, by the way, John.
Unbelievable.
How's the surf down there, Dangerous? You getting some good waves?
I don't know. I can't see the ocean from where I was at. I was out busy preserving the planet by recycling. Whenever I hop in my wife's vehicle and we go over to the recycling on the other side of the school right here where I live, it has a tendency to kick me offline. I don't know why. When I get out of the car, it's like it doesn't go back to the phone. But I'm on my iPad now, so I'm back home.
I heard that
Anyway.
it's coming in.
Yeah, well, it is wintertime. I don't know. I mean, the one place that's famous here is Jaws. I mean,
Yeah.
but then
No.
it's really called Peahi. That's where the lighthouse is. But everybody world renowned knows of this Jaws. But anyway, I don't know. I haven't seen the surf, to be honest. I know that we've been praying for rain. I mean, I know California doesn't want any right now. That's for sure.
Yeah, right.
I can tell you something. Let me get back on subject here. What's going to happen in the next 6 months as well, guys? Just be aware of this. I feel personally that with all of the mess that's going to go on in America, because there will be a lot of screaming and yelling about Trump's actions in the first 2 or 3 weeks, I think China will make a move on Taiwan when America's busy with its Ukraine problem, when it's busy with its Russia problem and its Trump. China will just sneak in the back there where no one's looking, and then
there won't be any sneaking to it, Dave.
Taiwan.
Taiwan is not going to stand by and let that happen. If China makes a move on Taiwan, there's going to be
big trouble. The Pacific Fleet's going to be there in a New York second, but I guarantee that China's already asked Elon to shut the Starlink system off over Taiwan to give them a radio.
See, there you go with that Starlink. That's what I was alluding to a minute ago. You know, put a man like that in control. That's right, of information and the
Dr.
ability
Evil
to communicate.
Yeah.
Huh?
Pay Dr. Evil $5 million and he'll shut down, or he won't blow up your city. That reminds you of the old James Bond movie where Dr. Evil had this laser beam who was going to blow up America unless they paid $500 million or something. I mean, that's what it's like. You know, really. There are countries that rely on America's help to stay protected, I suppose. And this is going to be severely affected by Trump, and it's going to severely affect a lot of countries' psyche and where they stand with America's protection policy over them or their assistance, whatever it may be. I think NATO and Donald Trump are going to come butt heads.
I think if there was a World War III, that Trump could start it.
He's the only one that can start
There's another concern. Yeah. No, I don't.
Because he has no foreign policy whatsoever. Foreign policy is.
I don't think he's going to start World War III. I think he would just capitulate and hand us over to fucking Russia.
He would.
He would not fight. He's not going to fight Russia. He's not going to stand against Russia. No,
I don't think so.
Even though he could stir the pot,
and I'm not too sure about against China either. You know,
he just loves to stir the pot. That's all he's going to do. He's going to stir the pot up. He's going to cause more disarray.
It's the little rich countries are going to be the ones that are worried. The little countries that have a lot of mining wealth or a lot of minerals, like Greenland. They're the ones that are concerned.
What are we, colonialism all over again? We're going to start just overtaking parts of the world? That's bullshit. People aren't going to stand for that crap. I mean, we're sovereign nations everywhere.
I got to call this donation out because it's bothering me. Lincoln, I hope you're still out there because this is killing me. Lincoln came in with a $10 donation and said, there isn't a mandate. Anyone remember seeing protests like yesterday against Joe Biden? Nope. The best sign I saw yesterday says it all. It simply said 187 minutes. All right. I even pulled up Wikipedia over here to pull up 187 minutes. And I cannot find and I cannot remember. Evidently.
I think he's about the J6, isn't he? J6.
How long he took to not do anything?
187 minutes before he did. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Okay. Now it rings a bell.
4 hours.
Now it rings a bell. Yeah.
Almost 4 hours.
John's mind just drifts every once in a while. And
that's okay.
That comes with age, John.
Yes, 187 minutes that he did nothing. Watching on TV. Yeah.
That's all he does. Just watches TV and plays golf.
I like what he said about
that's
Mike
what we'll
Pence.
see this next administration, but the only difference being this one is more dangerous. This time there has been more of forethought put into this shit of what they want to do and how they're going to do it. The first time he got elected was a fluke. First 2 years figuring out, quit scratching his ass. You know, and he still did a lot of damage. This time, no. He's got a whole team ready to hit the floor running.
You
Ready
talk
to do
about
all
hitting
seats
the floor
of dastardly
running.
deeds and, huh?
You talk about hitting the floor running. Did you know that right after he's inaugurated, there's going to be a desk sitting right there
Yes.
where he's going to signing executive
Yeah,
orders?
we brought that up earlier in the show that there's going to be a desk right there where he can go from taking the oath to sitting down at that desk and start writing executive orders.
I heard he wanted to hit Chicago first for all the deportation.
Chicago, Los Angeles, New York, immigration cities. That's where ICE is going to concentrate.
Sanctuary cities, right.
So
I want to see what's going to happen.
Do some things. He's going to do some shit to make news, to make his promise come true that he'll take so much action on day one.
All incoming traffic into the U.S. He's going to do just like the Muslim ban.
He's going to shut down the border. And
shut everything.
Don't forget the pardons for the January 6th. They're all sitting in jail today just waiting on tomorrow, knowing they're going to get out. You don't think there's some celebrate going on in there.
That's going to be
Actually, they're probably packing. They're probably packing
yes,
now.
They are.
Yep.
Oh, yes, they are.
He's got a dozen people that he's got ready for tomorrow at noon.
I'm going to see the reaction of the people when they start taking mum and dad at the family home to deport them while the kids sit there and can't do anything about it. I want to see what happens. I want to see the reaction of the people when that all starts getting on TV. Today, I took 300 grandparents, 200 parents, and the kids are sitting home alone now, and I want to see all the reaction of all that shit.
Well, how did it?
But they did say the kids could go with them if they want to. Of
course.
If they're not happy, they can all leave.
Yeah, but what was the reaction?
Word.
But what was the reaction last time? There was like that very famous photo of that little 3-year-old girl.
This is a big job. Yeah. This is a big action. He's taking, not like last time.
Oh, where are they going to go? Where are they going to put them? Do you think the other countries
once they put the first fence up or corral for people, then you've got your concentration camps.
Happy hour.
Do you think El Salvador and all these countries are going to want these people back? They're going to immediately get an influx of millions of people?
Well, aren't they mainly Mexicans and mainly
those
Latinos?
brown people. Yep. Yeah, those brown people. The ones that are here to take your job and take welfare at the same time.
Yep. Well, they're gonna knock. It's going to save them welfare.
Ugandans back to Uganda. We're going to send all the Chinese back to China. We're going to send all the people that from other nations. We're going to spend the money to go ahead and repatriate them.
Trillions.
I mean, but there's big facilities already being.
By the way, you talk about the national debt. Did you know how much each American now owes as far as the national debt is concerned?
More we have.
$103,000 per person. That's how much each person in the U.S. is in debt right
now. Guess who owns that debt?
You do. I do.
No, but China buys our debt. So let's say that China says, "Oh, sorry,
I'm not going to call in the debt."
They call the note due
tomorrow.
So every fucking national park in the U.S. would be gone overnight. It'd be in Chinese control because we'd have to give all of our national parks up. We'd have to give about half of America. It would be.
I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to. I don't think that's within the realm of possibility.
If they really wanted, say, "Hey, we want our money now."
I was reading something today. They put that big dam in, that hydropower dam over in China.
Yeah,
and it's created not just the amount of weight of concrete, right, that it took the 10 years to build the thing.
Right
now, the reservoir has been proven mathematically, scientifically, to be slowing down the rotation of the Earth.
I believe
I heard something similar to that too.
About 6/1000th of a second. And they're saying by the time the reservoir gets full, it'll be about a full 1,000th of a second, and we'll have to readjust within the next 2 years. We'll have to completely readjust all of our micronic calculations and everything as far as, I mean, even down to like when we launch rockets and all of our mathematics that go into, you know, when we leave orbit and all that, everything.
Yeah, but all we have to do is dump a whole pile of dirt on the opposite side.
Yeah,
like balancing a wheel.
That's it.
Yeah?
Just have to shift the weight around. Yeah.
Put a dam on the Colorado right there at the Grand Canyon. We'll have the biggest dang old lake you ever seen. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
We already have.
Oh, that's right. We did that.
That's called the Hoover Dam.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was up there.
That was a big project. That was a big project, that Hoover, when that started up. I mean,
did you know how long it's going to take the concrete to actually cure inside the Hoover Dam? I found this out. I talked to a ranger, and he said it's going to take 2,000 years for the concrete to actually finally cure.
No.
Yeah?
No, it's not that long. No, it's not that long.
By the way, nobody ever died. Nobody ever
years.
died in the Hoover Dam. Nobody ever got filled up with concrete because they said it was never more than their knee high. They said most of the people that died from where they would fly them off of the cliffs in front. They would die by falling down the ravine, or there was a big case of tuberculosis back then, and if you got TB, they shipped you off to a hospital that was outside of Boulder City.
Yes, Cassie.
And all of those deaths were accounted for in the total death. So they imagined there was probably a good 1,000+ people that died that were not accounted for when they built the Hoover Dam. But, of course, FDR got America working again, did he not? The biggest influx of the middle class happened after the robber baron era, which we're now facing today.
Well, you know,
History
that
has a habit of repeating itself, doesn't it?
Sure does.
Yeah. It means
Lend-Lease deal.
Here it is.
The Lend-Lease deal he done with the British made America a lot of money. It actually gave America a big foothold in British real estate. Because as you know, he signed a deal that you would supply the British with all the weapons and arms they needed in return for bases and obviously a bill cost and land in England. And it's been the best investment you ever made. And the British have been one of your best allies all the way through. So it's the best investment you ever made. But the problem is, yes, history will repeat itself if we don't do anything about Trump. If we don't realize that he has Nazi tendencies and what he's doing is what the Nazis done back in 1939, which is destroy the opposition.
Over the years, it's the right doesn't give a shit. That's what that is. Anyway.
By the way, you know, I interesting enough, in that same analysis I watched, and if you have the chance, go watch Adam Mockler's interview yesterday with Destiny. It was interesting because he talked this guy Destiny, and I don't know who he is, but I guess he's a social influencer on YouTube. But Adam sat down with him with about a 20-minute interview, and an interesting thing that the guy said also was the fact that the Republican, the GOP, they have been putting this machine together for 45 years, and now that they've put this machine together, they are in power. This is the pinnacle of their power that they've been building since the Reagan era, ever since the Tea Party.
But they also said they needed a stooge, and Trump is a perfect stooge.
Correct. So this is their moment of glory, their moment of shining in the spotlight. But, you know, they're the gang that can't shoot straight. They're the circular firing squad. So
let's hope they hit their mark every time then.
They're going to. And by the way, I wanted to throw something into the mix off the subject. I know that you might have mentioned about this new fucking Trump Bitcoin that he just announced yesterday. I saw legal analysis, an economic analysis talk. Yeah, he put out a new Bitcoin.
That's that. That was the crypto coin that I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, crypto.
Yeah, he put a new one out. It's $ Trump, and if you buy it, get this. It says I saw this person explode all the fine print. It says that this is not really legal tender. It can't be used for anything. And guess what? 80% of the holdings is owned by Trump. So if you would invest into this, he's going to pull the fucking rug out from underneath people's feet down the road and take all of their fucking money, because it'll just dissolve like every fucking casino and bankruptcy.
It's a commemorative coin.
No.
It's a commemorative coin,
No,
or it's a whole series of money.
This is crypto.
It's maybe crypto, but
Yeah.
I think what he's alluding to is the fact that it's going to be another commemorative coin. Oh, people are going to want to buy it because it commemorates Trump, and it's no different than selling the fucking tennis shoes or selling a goddamn watch.
But it's not like
cryptocurrency.
It's not like Bitcoin or Ethereum. Those are the only two that are recognized as kind of currency. So if you buy this Trump,
whatever it is,
thing, whatever it is, and you go, let's say, and you want to use it, and they'll say, F off. It's worthless. It's worthless, and but all the money is in Trump's pile of what, and then
The corporation that he's created called CGI. You'll see a lot of stuff attached to the corporation, this trust he's put together called CGI. Whatever the hell that is, that'd be an interesting investigation. But he runs a lot of shit under CGI, whatever the fuck that means. So go figure.
Let me catch up here. We got a few things to catch up on.
Bend over.
Let me thank the Blue Dot Greeter Mark for $5 tonight. And he said, "Have we played the song yet tonight, John?" No, we haven't. We're fixing to. And Chuckster 255 came in with $5. Said, "Howdy, y'all. Brace yourselves for the Trump Fuck Show 2.0. Indeed, what it is." And we have indeed been getting a lot of requests in the chat for
I just need you to shut the fuck
the song,
up,
so we can all get a little smile before.
I need you to shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Dance to it.
Bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up.
Yep, we're gonna be hearing a lot of
Shut
that.
the fuck up. Shut the fuck
Because
up.
every day is going to be a shit show from now on. Starting tomorrow, there's going to be no shortage of breaking news on the TV. It's going to be one shit story after another, and that's the way he's going to want it.
I have a dream that Donald Trump will have a heart attack when he puts his hand on the Bible.
Yeah. Well,
lightning will. I say lightning strikes him.
The clouds part ways, and the lightning comes down.
You want me to start believing? That's a damn good start there. I'd consider if that happened. Yeah. Believe me.
That'd be quite a moment, if he actually did get hit by a bolt of lightning.
By a bolt of lightning.
Why do you think he wants it inside?
Yeah. Because he's.
I mean, you've got. He stares at the eclipse. He's gonna fucking burn his brain out. Oh, sorry, no brain. He's safe. And he's selling this new freaking purse. He's selling this new purse. You hear about that? Little coin purse, and it's made out of kangaroo circumcision skin. Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, it's the skin off the kangaroo's penis.
Yeah,
he turns it and he dries it out, and they make it. They make it in sweatshops, and they sew them together, and they put them on the market, and they're great because they come out as hand size, but if you rub them nicely, they become suitcases.
That's what I heard.
If you rub them nicely,
a hand condom or something.
Hey, we better close it up for the night. But before we go, I just seen a comment that made
What's
me
the matter,
smile.
Mitchie Chick? What's the matter, love? You all right? That's a bit rude for Mitchie Chick.
Where do I order these penis purses? I want one.
Oh, I go to Trump stay sales at whitehouse.com.
Right.
Oh, good. I need a penis purse. I need one because I want
to. We're sliding off the chart now. We're sliding into this.
I want to watch.
All right, look, I wanted to call this out because Jacqueline Healy made a comment in the chat, and it's a great way to look at it. Starting today, we have 1,460 days to go.
Yes.
So start the countdown.
Perspective, buddy.
So thank you for that. Anyway,
that's the countdown. Wow.
Yeah.
Countdown.
Well, I reckon that
we got 2 years. That's what I'm looking at.
I reckon the dangerous one's got a good is the best store of the night is buy one of these persons and put your money in it because your money grows.
Good.
That was good, dangerous.
Yeah.
That's the
Because
same reason why the guy.
investing in America at the moment is not a good thing.
I heard a guy when he had $100 bill tattooed on his penis, and the reason why is because when one guy looked over, he goes, "Why'd you have that done?" He goes, "Because I like to watch my money grow."
You know.
But all right, we're going off on
Let's
the
wrap it up, John.
We're going to wrap it up for this evening
Twilight.
before we start having those kind of jokes coming in. Let me see here. Franklin.
Yes, John.
Always appreciate it, brother. Thank you for coming in.
Oh, thank you.
Hold on to your shit. We're going to have a whole new show
Oh,
starting
boy.
tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Things will
All
change,
right,
but it will
John.
be here, brother. Thank you for coming in.
No problem. Thank you.
And Coggins.
You guys
yes.
are making me.
Hey, John, thanks always for, just creating a whole home for everybody.
Hey, I set
who's
the table
kind of
that you
homeless
held the
here,
show up,
so.
buddy. I appreciate the hell out of it.
I
Y'all
appreciate
make the show.
everybody. Oh, yeah. Everybody stay sane, count the days, take grace, and just remember we're here for each other.
Time, baby. One day at a time.
We're
We'll
here
get
for
through
each
this
other.
shit. Yep. There you go. All right, Just. Thank you. And Dangerous.
Yes, sir.
Always appreciate it, brother.
Thank you for bringing a smile to my face and making me laugh today.
Exactly.
We all need that.
Yep.
We're going to need a lot more in the next 1,400.
140. What? 1,461 days. I think you should use that every day. Go day. Today is day.
Yeah.
14.
I ought to have a
15,
countdown.
a countdown.
Yeah, it'll make time drag. It'll make time drag.
Yeah.
Well, it's a day's approach. We'll look forward to it.
Don't worry. It's
even
going
more.
to. I'm sure there'll be plenty to keep us entertained in the meantime.
I'm sure we
There'll
will.
be
The
no
shitstorm
shortage of shit
will.
to talk about it. Yep.
No. Thank you so much for being here, John.
Rebecca Kimball, thank you, Dangerous. I appreciate it, buddy. And let me
All
say, Sir Fatty.
It's a big number, but I'd rather look at that number than a clock that says eternity.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, that's why I caught that comment. There is a limit.
Man,
to
that's a pretty deep one right there, bro. Thanks for that one, for sure.
Yeah, I caught it.
You guys be good. I'm up in Ski Hill, sitting in the condo. I got another couple of runs to take up here. It's about 10 degrees tonight. We got fireworks for the MLK weekend. It's going to be an awesome time. You should have been here.
Well, damn.
But I know how you guys
party.
do it down there in the warm weather, right?
Yeah, no, we don't do the snow thing. No. It's pretty though. I see it on TV. Every time I see it, I go, "Oh, look at that shit, man! That looks beautiful. Look at all that fun they're having in that snow." Yeah.
We got northern lights going off up here too, man. It's going to be.
Now
nice
that
one.
would be something to see. You're living the life, buddy. What can I say?
Well,
Take care of
somebody's
yourself.
going to do it. Yeah. But yeah, you guys take care. It's always a pleasure, Mr. Chick. Always as well.
All right. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. And Dave.
Yes,
always
mate.
a pleasure from
yes,
the boys
mate.
from down under, buddy.
My
keep us on
pleasure.
our
It's always
toes,
a pleasure to be up. Well, it's always a pleasure to be up with you and Missy Chick. It's a lot of fun, a bit of flips and giggles, make people laugh a bit, shine on their face,
We
put it,
try to
as you
bring a
say,
little
put
of
a
everything
smile on
into your
people's
life.
face.
Cry,
Yeah,
laugh,
I mean,
get pissed.
and the next 4 weeks or the first month was the first 100 days they take notice of the president. The first 100 days, right?
Well,
let's
get
see
through
how
day
this
one.
turns out.
Yeah, let's get through day one first.
Do you think he's going to be a dictator on day one?
Yes. I think he's going to try to pull some shit on day one. That's going to be dickish. Let's put it that way. I don't know about
the headlines will be
it's
everywhere.
going to be dickish. So, we can all look
means you're
forward
going to have a lot to talk about. Going to have a lot to talk about.
So come back on Tuesday and we'll talk about it.
All right, pal.
All right, buddy.
Good
Take
night,
care of
Mr.
yourself,
Chick.
Dave.
Good night, Dave.
Good night.
And Miss your chick.
And John.
Thank you for everything you do, baby.
It gets a little like a locker room in here sometimes, I swear.
Yeah, it did tonight. It did tonight.
The man cave was
The
showing.
man cave, yeah. Gotta watch that.
That's okay.
You got anybody you want to call out tonight?
Well, actually, I don't have any blue dots to call out. What I want to call out is, we still have a lot of people in California that are hurting and will be hurting for quite a while. It's not over with. And then there's the cleanup and what comes next. And I have found out that there is going to be a fire aid benefit concert on January 30th. Actually, there will be 2 simultaneous concerts, one at the Kia Forum and one at the Intuit Dome. I'm not exactly sure where those are, but I'm sure California people know where they are. People like Billie Eilish, Dave Matthews, and John Mayer, Earth, Wind, and Fire, Gracie Abrams, Green Day, Jelly Roll, Joni Mitchell, Katy Perry, Lady Gaga, Lil Baby, No Doubt, Pink, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Rod Stewart, Stephen Stills, Stevie Nicks, Sting, Tate McRae, and there might be more.
I'm sure
there might be more after that.
That's
So tickets go on sale on Wednesday, which is the 22nd at noon. And if you can't attend the concert in person, there you will be able to donate. And it can be seen broadcast on select AMC theaters, Apple Music and the Apple TV app, Max, iHeartRadio, KTLA Plus, Netflix to Dome, Paramount Plus, Prime Video and the Amazon Music channel, on Twitch, SiriusXM, SoundCloud, Veets, and on YouTube. So go and enjoy that and donate. There'll be links to donate.
That is outstanding, and that's where the grassroots always starts in a disaster. Is there's people that step up and do the right thing, and that's an example of it right there. So.
And I have heard that a few more companies have kicked in some money. I know Netflix had, and then the owner of the LA Clippers had said they were donating $15 million, and Disney was donating $15 million, because that's the land of Disneyland out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good to hear that people are stepping up, stars are stepping up to do the concert, and businesses are stepping up to make large donations.
It's people helping people. It's just the spirit of our country is supposed to be people helping people step up.
Kind of better than that Congress is doing right now with the condition shit. Yeah.
It's going to be a long road for these people to feel normal again.
Oh, it's
a real long road.
Decades before anything is.
Well, ask any of the other disaster sites around the country. Yeah.
And
in the meantime, Monday, boycott whatever is going on Yucca-ness and watch a movie.
I'm gonna turn the National Geographic channel on my TV and leave it there.
Well, you can do that.
What I've been watching anyway. It won't be. We can
celebrate Martin Luther King Day by watching the wonderful movie Selma, or King, a filmed record. Montgomery to Memphis is also a good documentary. There's a movie called Boycott to watch. King in the Wilderness. MLK FBI 2020. I think that was a documentary. Eyes on the Prize. That was an older one from 1993. The Rosa Parks story. That's always good. I Am MLK Jr. from 2018. Four Little Girls.
There's a lot you can do.
Yeah.
Besides, watch the shit show. Huh?
Yep.
There's a Blue Dot Discord page you can get on.
That's true. Yep, there is a Discord page, and tomorrow is Monday. They'll have a book club going on. So, Discord is a good place to be tomorrow. Anyway, Miss Chick, thank you for everything you do, baby.
You're welcome, John.
And I guess the shit show starts tomorrow, so we will be back on Tuesday to, discuss all the shit show that happened on Monday. So, until then.
Yeah.
that little pause, I know. Yeah,
I won't be
again, baby.
I won't have any shit show to talk about.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll have a list of news that I'll see on the websites. I'm not going to turn my TV to it because that does make sense to me. That
Yeah.
just that little act of no, you're not.
Just a different, just nothing that has to do with it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what's going to happen. It's gonna be a ride, baby. That's what I can guarantee you. It's gonna be a ride. But until then, y'all take care of yourself and try to put a smile on your face. Share that shit with somebody else. Somebody else needs it. And yeah, don't be surprised at what you're gonna see happen in the next few days. Anyway, we will be back.